Oh, welcome back to another episode of The Average Uninformed. This week we are going back in time to 1994 and checking out a movie from my childhood, Drunken Master II, starring Jackie Chan. Grab a drink, sit back, and enjoy. Did you ever watch oh damn it. Can't remember what the show was called. It's got Adam Kutcher in it. The Barn?
There's so many things wrong with that sentence. Ashton Kutcher?
Ashton Kutcher. God damn it.
I know what you're talking about. I don't think it's called The Barn, though. The farm? No, the ranch.
The Ranch, yeah. Did you ever watch that?
It's about dressing, right? Salad dressing?
Mm-hmm. It's it's a documentary on how ranch dressing came to be.
And Ashton Kutcher had a big part of that.
Of course.
Yeah. While he was doing Punk'd, he was inventing ranch dressing.
Yeah, that's when ranch dressing.
No, I never watched The Ranch.
It's pretty good. It's unfortunate that his brother, played by Hyde from the 70s show,
Danny Masterson?
Yeah, he got fired off of it.
Oh yeah, there was some rapey charges that came up. I shouldn't say just rapey. I don't really remember what it was.
Sexual charges against him.
It was during,
or allegedly. I don't know if it was proven.
It was during the height of the Me Too movement, where it was enough just to accuse someone for their life to be ruined.
That's good. I'm glad that was a phase in humanity. Yeah, I stopped watching after they got rid of him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think it's over now.
Nope. They got
still going.
Yep.
Did they get a new brother?
I don't think so.
Did they write him off the show, or did they replace him with Charlie Sheen?
Yeah, he doesn't exist anymore. He went to a farm far, far away.
Cool. Right. Are we good to go?
Yeah, sure. Boom, looking for this?
I drew War Machine today.
Oh.
For funsies.
For funsies? Which one? Or just
Mark II or Mark I.
Nice.
So
Best
Iron
one.
Man 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Best one.
It was fun. I gotta tell you a story though.
Ooh.
So in order for the audience to get it, I have to explain. Victor and I, when we used to live together, there was one day I found a keychain that had the Union Jack on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked it up and I immediately just attached it to like Victor's backpack or something like that, just to annoy him. And that started a game of us hiding we called it the British thing in each other's rooms or like on each other's person. And it lasted for years. And so tonight I was sitting with my kid and we were looking through the guest book from our wedding.
Nice.
And on the back cover of the guest book, someone, Victor, had drawn a picture of the keychain. Well played.
I totally thought you saw that because I've mentioned it before.
Oh no, I've always missed it.
Nice.
Because the whole thing is, we for our guest book we did a Bible, and that with it was a journaling Bible, so there's space for notes. So we just had, instead of signing the guest book, you would go in and underline what verses you liked or something and leave encouragement. And you don't look for notes on the back cover of the Bible, so never saw it.
Well, my favorite verse wasn't in that Bible, so.
I'm more of a Quran guy.
Yeah, 100% know what that is too.
That's the Islam.
Exactly.
Oh gosh, I hope that's not wrong.
It's okay.
I'm like questioning it. I'm like, it's one of those things where you're so certain about it until you say it, and then you're like, is that right?
It's okay with the power of editing. If you're wrong, we just wipe it off the board.
That's true.
No one will have to know.
Anyway, that was kind of funny.
It's been what? 5 years?
6 years.
Nice.
Wait, when was 2013? Quick, when did Iron Man 3 come out?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Victor, how you doing this week?
Oh, I'm all right.
Cool.
Some interesting things have happened to me.
Do you want to share them, or
yeah,
are you just bragging?
Bit of both. So as you know, I am recently single.
Aww. Yep.
So my family caught wind of that somehow.
And you're already married.
Yep. Yesterday. So my grandmother's friend, my grandma lives in a condominium building, and like I guess she knows her just from seeing her around the building. She found out, and she was like, "Oh, you should let your grandson know. Like my granddaughter is about the same age, and she just started dating again because I guess, went through a bad breakup a couple years ago. Apparently, she works at the Toronto hospital.
Which one?
I don't know.
Mount Sinai? Sick Kids? A third one that I know of?
And she's like, oh, so she's pretty busy all the time, but you know, if you want to meet up, that'd be fine. And like I was pretty busy this week with work, so I just said, yeah, sure, fine, thinking that like it would just kind of fizzle out.
Yeah.
Got a call 2 days ago. Hey, Victor, are you free on the 15th? She's like, yeah. You should come in. You should come in and meet her. I was like, yeah, sure, why not?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, so we're like, does she know where she wants to go, or should I plan something? She's like, no, we're all gonna go. It's gonna be me, your grandfather, the girl whose name that you will not find out about until you meet her, and her mom.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
this is gonna be great.
I called my mom. I was like, what's going on? Like, why am I going on a blind date with an audience? And she's like, oh, actually, I told them to just have it so it's just you two, like a normal date. But then her mother asked if I would come and join you guys as well.
But she's in another province.
She's 2 provinces over, and the lady knows this. So she's requesting that my mom fly over
for
a date. You can consider that a date anymore.
You must have a rep, you know?
What? I want to see this guy in action.
We're like, I can't trust him alone with my daughter. So that's cool.
Yeah.
That might be fun.
I'm super nervous about it. It
Only
feels like an
immigrant
arranged
family.
marriage meeting right now.
Yeah.
But that's funny because like my
Oh my
grandma's like,
gosh.
oh, she's Chinese, so
I really hope she's researched you and she comes and she's just like, so Marvel, eh?
how's that podcast going? It's pretty good.
Oh, man. Oh, 15th, you say?
15th.
We want an update.
So yeah, that's gonna be eventful.
Wait, so do you have to pay for her and her mother?
I don't know what's gonna go on. The restaurant they invited me to, I've never liked any of the food there.
Okay, this is traditional Chinese
Yeah,
restaurant?
it's very like traditional dim sum. So you got like a lot of fish and shrimp.
Chicken knuckles.
Yeah, actually, yeah, a lot of that stuff.
I liked those.
They're okay, but like I'm gonna go there hungry, but like I want to eat like a few nibbles here and there,
Mm-hmm.
or everyone's just gonna stuff their face, and then I'm gonna have to impress.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Should
rough.
learn how to juggle.
With knives.
Yeah, start with knives.
Yeah, I'll keep you updated on that one. That's
That's
gonna be
exciting.
an interesting one.
I'm so glad I never had to deal with that.
Yeah, I really wish I didn't go for it.
The worst I had was at my wedding. My mom's speech was about how my wife and I had broken up at one point. And I didn't take it well.
That's a good flattering story.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom. No, but it was okay because it made her look good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad that was the priority there.
No, that's probably the worst I had as far as like parents interceding in my romantic life, which isn't too bad, but you know, it's a party where all of your friends and family are there. They're there to see you. So that was fun. At least it had a happy ending.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we'll see.
I mean, so far so good, right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. You wanna jump into it?
Sure, Victor. Then let's get into the news. All right, man.
All right.
Suicide Squad's doing things. So this movie is like slowly, like if I wasn't interested in this movie, I would slowly become more interested in it just based on who's going to be in it.
Okay.
So we got Peter Capaldi joining the cast.
Makes sense.
Do you know who that is?
Sure.
Or do you really?
Yes.
He was one of the Doctor Who's.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
The old one.
the old one. Yeah.
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 See, I know things and people.
Pete Davidson is also in talks to join from SNL. He's the one who like posted about wanting to commit suicide on Instagram or something, and everyone was like, "Don't do it." He was the one who was like almost married to Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande?
Did I say it wrong?
I don't know.
Did I stutter, Victor?
A little bit.
Yeah. You'd probably like know him to see him, maybe. You've probably seen sketches
I
with him.
probably have.
But anyway, Steve Agee has been cast as the voice of King Shark.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
He's funny. I
I
like
hope
him.
the CGI is not going to be terrible. You remember the King Shark character from The Flash CW TV show looked terrible.
You didn't think it looked good? I thought it
No.
looked pretty darn good for a TV budget.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it was okay for a TV budget. I
Like,
feel
are
like
you just
Grodd
talking like as far as rendering? Or are you talking about design?
or rendering.
Okay.
Like it looked CGI like right away.
Oh, yeah.
But like Grodd looked decent.
That's true.
Maybe it's the hair or fur that does it.
I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that they have like 5 guys doing the CGI of 4 shows. It's just like one small company who does all the CW shows.
Well, it sounds like they need to expand their production.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, it's Suicide Squad. I mean, it probably doesn't have a huge budget.
Well,
Like it doesn't
I
have
don't
an
know,
end game budget, but like I imagine if they're
nothing has end game budget at this point.
no movie will ever rival how expensive that movie was. And I don't even know how expensive it was. I can only assume. Yeah, so I think they'll have a pretty substantial effects budget. Or maybe they'll do it with prosthetics like they did with Killer Croc.
Ooh, that seems like a terrible idea.
Yeah.
It's just a human face with like shark colors and texture. Hey guys, look at me. I'm King Shark. You can tell by the crown and the fin.
But he's played by Steve Agee, so he would be like, I'm Steve Agee. I'm the King Shark. Quarter's not 25.
Well,
in my head, it sounded better. Nathan Fillion and Taika Waititi are also in talks for small roles. Who knows who they'll play? I'm willing to bet, because Nathan Fillion's in all of James Gunn's movies. I think at least in some small capacity. I think the only one he wasn't in was Guardians 2, and he was cut out.
serves him right.
Yeah, for being so darn sexy. What? But I imagine they'll just be like small roles. I really hope they're playing like characters who get the bomb head right away. Like they're like, what's his face? Ripcord or Noose guy? What was his name from the first one?
Oh, something about like, yeah, I can't remember what it is.
Knots Ahoy.
Something about like knots and like,
Yeah. He's the fastest climber in the world.
Rappel Man.
Anyway, Slipknot, right?
That sounds right.
Or is that the band?
I mean, but
Anyway, I wonder if they'll be like one of those characters who just dies immediately. It's so like people are like, hey, is that Taika Waititi? Oh, never mind.
just show like a scene where people just have their heads blown up and like his head just appears for like a second.
Yeah, like Brad Pitt in Deadpool 2.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Mm. Anyway, that's the Suicide Squad. Should we move on to some more DC news, Victor?
Sure. Hit me up.
Birds of Prey teaser. Did you see that?
I did not.
It leaked online.
How was it, Josh?
It was okay. It was mostly like they're playing off of It. So it starts out with like the Warner Brothers logo and like all these red balloons are popping up and it does that me, 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 me.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
that like that It sound or whatever. Anyway, and then Harley Quinn like beats them down with her mallet and she's like, I'm so effing tired of clowns. And then it has like 15 seconds of quick flashes of stuff.
Do you
like,
get a glimpse of
there's
King
nothing.
Shark?
What? Sorry, what?
Any glimpses of King Shark?
No, that would be Suicide Squad. This is Birds of Prey.
Oh, right. I just assumed they're the same thing.
Yeah. So there's quick shots. Like there's not even like a stinger of a line or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think.
Well, that's sounds fun. Well, maybe when they release a trailer, hopefully it will sell me on it, because right now I don't really care.
Yeah, I've heard there's some extensive reshoots starting right now, actually. Chad Stahelski is doing the additional photography. So that's the director of John Wick.
Oh.
1, 2, and 3. So naturally they're doing an action scene. Yeah, I've heard various things about this, that it's not like it's testing well with some audiences, but not so well with others.
Oh no.
And that could just be all hearsay. Yeah, so I've heard different things. Like I've heard that Ewan McGregor is playing Black Mass very flamboyantly.
Oh,
like
right.
stereotypically gay. And that the whole plot is around him trying to get his dick pic back.
What?
I don't know how true it is. That's what I've heard.
All right. Speaking of things testing well, apparently the Joker is fantastic based on reviews that's come out.
Yeah.
Because I guess it's playing at TIFF right now, the Toronto International Film Festival.
Yeah, and it just played at the Venice Film Festival as well. I think I heard it got like an 8-minute standing ovation.
Have you ever been to like a movie where people gave a standing ovation for more than like a half second?
No, but to be fair, the director and Joaquin Phoenix were there.
Oh, right. That makes a difference.
Yeah. So it's like as they're walking upstage, like to be like, thank you. Like everyone's still going, oh, yay, yay. I really enjoyed that. Yay, yay. Like that.
Yeah. For 8 minutes.
For 8 minutes, yeah.
That would be definitely bearable. Yeah, what do you think about that?
It actually doesn't surprise me. The first trailer for it looked really good. It looks really interesting. I mean, I know you had some problems with it as far as I'm just kind of attaching Joker to it. But it kind of looks more like in the vein of Logan.
Yeah.
So I can understand why people are freaking out about it.
Oh man, you know what? I kind of want to watch Logan now.
Like right now?
Kind of.
You want to pause the episode?
Yeah, let's pause and let's watch it.
Wow, that was amazing. I wasn't crying. You were crying. When she
put the best detour we've ever taken.
when she took the cross at the end, put it on its side.
Ugh, it's the X, like the X-Men.
I mean, it was pretty good. Anyway.
What were we talking about?
Joker.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that it's getting all this awards buzz and stuff. So it looked really interesting.
Logan got awards for something, right?
Yes. It didn't get any of like the major awards.
Are you kicking the table?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I didn't get any like Oscars. I don't even know if it got Golden Globes. It might have, but
don't they just hand those things out anyway?
Sometimes. But a lot of people said that was a travesty, missed opportunity.
I'm gonna give it to one of the greatest villains in comic book history,
Joker.
Oh yes, that's what I meant.
Yes. Oh, you meant Joaquin Phoenix is the greatest villain in comic book history.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Obviously I was very excited about it before, but like the hype's kind of died down for me. But I'm pretty excited again.
Yeah, it does look good. All right. Do you want to talk about some stuff?
No.
Hold on. I got some.
Not really.
All right. Tomb Raider, Victor.
What about it? What about it?
There's a sequel in the works. Did you watch the first one?
I did.
What'd you think?
I liked it. It was fun. I wouldn't say it was like fantastic, but like very enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat where I was just like, this is enjoyable, but it's not blowing my skirt up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think doing that movies after what's it called, the video game, definitely helped. Like doing it so close in proximity to like the release of the video game.
Oh, I didn't even track that. Well,
I mean, it wasn't like right after, but like it was close enough that like it felt more video game movie-ish.
Yeah.
Than just like a standalone movie. I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Would you say, is that the best video game movie that's ever been made?
Probably not.
What would you say is?
Was there one recently? What was it?
Warcraft?
Ugh. Doom?
Doom. Resident Evil?
No, there was. I can't remember what video game it was.
Oh, Detective Pikachu.
I mean, I guess. Josh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh wow, that's kind of blowing my mind. I'm not really sure. I remember thinking, yeah, this might be the best video game movie we've ever seen, but I can't remember what it is now.
Okay. It'll come to you in the
Probably.
night.
I'm gonna look it up. This is driving me nuts.
Was it Mortal Kombat Annihilation?
Oh, maybe it was Assassin's Creed.
No.
All right. Well, according to Esquire.com, the top 7 best video game movies of all time: Assassin's Creed, the Resident Evil series, Warcraft, Tomb Raider, Final Fantasy, Detective Pikachu, and Mortal Kombat, 1995.
No Super Mario Brothers?
You know what? I would put Detective Pikachu up there.
Yeah, I would say that's the most enjoyable. I don't know how close it is to the video game. I never played Detective Pikachu.
Well, I mean, a movie based off a video game.
Yeah. I think that's why it's successful, is because it makes its own story. Oh. Rampage? Are you thinking of Rampage? Because that movie sucked.
Were we going to watch that at one point?
I don't know. I watched it with my mom.
Oh.
She seemed to enjoy it.
Did you enjoy it?
I know it was serviceable. It was like one of those, let's just put on whatever.
Right.
And so it was serviceable.
Was the majority of it due to
The Rock? Sort of, yeah. Anyway, moving on. There's apparently some Eternals casting that we haven't heard yet that's going to blow us away.
Keanu Reeves?
Maybe. Someone was talking to, what's his face from Game of Thrones?
Oh, Jon Snow guy?
No, the other one.
Oh, the guy that plays the dragon?
No, who's the guy who died at the Red Wedding?
Oh, Robb Stark.
Yeah. They're talking to him, who's Icarus in this movie. They're like, wow, you got such an impressive cast. And he's just like, yeah, there's a few that you guys haven't even heard yet that are they're crazy. I'm so excited to work with them.
I've never worked with Steven Seagal, and I can't wait to get some real martial arts in this MCU.
Yeah. So anyway, the speculation is that it's probably Eros / Star Fox, which is Thanos' brother, is one of them. There's also
rumor
actually
that called Star Fox.
That was his name, yeah.
Okay.
They probably won't call him that. They'll probably just call him Eros. And then what's his face?
That guy,
Hercules.
Oh yes,
that's exactly. Hercules was rumored to be in this at one point.
Oh, imagine it's Keanu Reeves.
It wouldn't fit. It won't be. Yeah. Anyway, cool.
Weren't there rumors of like Marvel redoing that TV series as a movie instead?
Are you talking about Inhumans?
Inhumans. That's it.
I mean, I'm sure there's been rumors here and there. Yeah, why not? Just reboot it.
Yeah, because it did clearly so well, you know?
Yeah.
You should give it the silver screen.
I was actually pretty excited for it when it was announced as a movie, and then they were like, nah, we're just gonna do it as a TV show. Then they dropped that ball. Anyway, yes, there was rumors. Speaking of other Marvel rumors, apparently there's some Doctor Doom plans.
Oh, this is news to me.
Yeah, this just came out today. They were thinking that they were saying that Marvel has big plans for him. He more than likely will not be the main villain of the first Fantastic Four movie.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's perfect. I mean, stop doing that.
Arch nemesis right at the beginning.
Yeah, work up to him.
It'd be cool if he was like the first movie. He was like kind of friends with the Fantastic Four.
No,
and then like he adopts them because they're all orphans at this point, right?
No,
and then you know, as the corrupt surrogate father. No wait, adoptive father.
Sure.
Just slowly.
I don't want to agree with anything that you're talking about.
Slowly becomes evil, and his face turns into a metal mask. Dr. Doom.
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry. No, I disagree. Just make him the dictator. You can have it that he knew Reed at one point. Because that's all it was in the comics was, oh yeah, I went to school with that guy.
Reed, you were my favorite child I adopted. What happened?
Anyway, yeah, just make him Just make him the dictator. He just wears a mask because he got a little scar on his face and he's vain.
I'm so ugly now because my face turned to metal.
Who are you doing?
I don't know.
What's that guy's name? I can picture him. Like the Hickory Dickory Dock. That guy.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, it's going to kill me. What's that comedian's name?
Oh, it's a comedian?
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
I'm going to look it up. It's going to drive me nuts. Hickory Dickory Dock comedian. That's his name. Okay, but back on my line. What are you doing, Andrew Dice Clay?
Yes. 100%.
Oh.
That's a good like voice for Dr. Doom, right?
Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah.
I heard rumors today that they're looking at Michael Fassbender. That was from We Got This Covered, though, who should change their website to We Made This Up.
Yeah, you know what? I could see him as Dr. Doom, but I don't know if he would. Was he into playing like Magneto? Did he enjoy that?
He must have been.
I guess he's been in other like video game like.
Yeah, he was in
comic book
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, if he can do Assassin's Creed, he can do Dr. Doom.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, though, is like, do you want to be in this franchise for the long haul again? Because he got to come in when X-Men was being revitalized and was going to be awesome again.
Yeah.
And he nailed it. And then he's kind of stuck. And as it just got progressively worse with each one.
Yeah, but like, I feel like even as an actor, you'd be like, you know what? That's with Marvel. That's going to be a ship that won't sink in like 2 films.
That's a good point. If you're going to bet on a horse, Marvel seems like a pretty solid choice.
Mm-hmm.
But again, do you want to do that? Like, because I wonder if he had missed opportunities because he had to go play Magneto again.
I'm just picturing him like turning down like these amazing roles to go like shoot Dark Phoenix.
Yeah. Did you know he was going to be Neo?
Whoa.
He's going to start making up stuff. He was supposed to play Gandalf, and then he didn't understand the script, so he just passed on it.
What do you mean I'm starting off with Gandalf the Grey? Does he not have a real last name?
Not Dice Clay.
I'm Michael Fassbender. I'm Gandalf the White. I don't know. I don't have a follow-up for that.
I prefer the real Mystique. No, the real Mystique.
Oh, perfection. That's a fantastic meme.
Okay, we got some trailers, Victor.
I don't believe you.
Bad Boys for Life?
Are you a little disappointed that the 4 isn't a number 4?
I wrote it as a 4. No, because it's the third one. Why would it be a 4? It would be confusing.
Oh.
What they should do is change the E in life to a 3. Yeah, right there?
Find out where it was bunching up.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean...
What did you think of the trailer, Victor?
It was fine.
Yeah?
It got me thinking about like the other movies, which got me excited because I wanted to go watch these other movies again. But this one, it's fine. It's not blowing my mind. Looks pretty typical of like an action film.
Yeah, I didn't show any sequences or anything that was just like, whoa, I can't believe they're doing that. But at this point, like, what can they do? Like the last one, they literally the cars were being thrown at them from a trailer.
I mean, I don't know. The Fast and Furious kind of set that bar pretty high.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like ridiculous stunts.
So I agree with you on that. It also did that whole trend that they do in trailers sometimes, which I really don't like. Whereas one character says something funny and then they cut to another character laughing. I hate it when they do that in trailers.
I didn't notice that.
I think he said, Martin Lawrence, they're driving through the mall at the end.
Yeah.
And he's just like, it's okay, we're black, but we're also cops. It's like, we're going to pull ourselves over later. And then it cuts to Will Smith being like, I hate it when they do that in trailers.
Why?
Because it's just like, just allow the joke to be funny. You don't need to, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to tell me it's a joke.
But I mean, it's a racial joke. You gotta let Will Smith tell you it's a joke. Otherwise, it's offensive.
But Martin Lawrence said it.
Yeah.
I know you're being funny. I mean, barely.
I don't know. What you think?
It was nice to see Joe Pantaleone? Pantaleone. It's great to see Cypher from The Matrix again.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a movie in, I want to say like 10 years. So it was great to see him back. He looks almost the same age.
They just pulled him from 10 years ago.
Scenes from Bad Boys 2.
Yeah.
It's also nice to see Martin Lawrence. I haven't seen him in a while. I kind of got Lethal Weapon 4 vibes from it.
A little bit. Yeah.
A little bit like we're both too old for this now. Yeah, it doesn't look like the crazy sequel that we've been waiting for, but it doesn't look like crap.
Yeah, it just It looks like it meets the mark, and that's it. Nothing else outstanding about it. Nothing exciting, but purely of just the nostalgia of seeing those guys again.
Yeah. Jack Ryan season 2, Victor.
Yeah, that was kind of surprising to see. Like I knew they were filming it, but I didn't realize it was coming out so soon.
Yeah, that was the same thing I thought, because I remember reading like a few days ago. It's like, hey, they've wrapped photography or something, or here's comes the poster for it or whatever. And so for them to be like, here's a trailer. Oh, and it's coming out in November.
Surprise!
That was pretty cool.
Did you watch the first one?
I didn't watch it all the way through. I think we watched an episode together, and then I just got busy with not watching it.
Ooh, well, now you know what to do for the next few weeks.
Okay. It kind of reminded me of one of the Tom Clancy, like that, one of the Jack Ryan movies, like one of the Harrison Ford ones.
Oh, I've never watched those.
I can't remember which one it was. I think maybe In the Line of Fire. Like, you know, the part in the trailer where they're like boxed in in a tight street and like a car bomb goes off and then like people start shooting at them. That happened in one of the Harrison Ford ones.
I wonder if that's like an homage to that.
Probably it's just ripped right from the book that both these are based off of.
I didn't know that. I thought the TV show was maybe like a new branch of stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about the books. I don't know anything about the show.
I've never read any of the books. I've seen, actually, I think I've seen all the Jack Ryan movies at some point.
How many are there?
There's The Hunt for Red October. Alec Baldwin plays him. And there's a few Harrison Ford ones. There's one Chris Pine one.
Oh, really?
And there's a Ben Affleck one. I think that one, The Sum of All Fears. I think that's a Jack Ryan.
Oh man, I had no idea. Like I know Sum of All Fears, but like I didn't know that was a Jack Ryan movie.
I could be wrong. I think it's a Jack Ryan movie.
Interesting.
But yeah, so how many did I say? So that's like what, 5, 6, maybe?
Sure. Sounds right.
Yeah. I like the Harrison Ford ones. He's a good Jack Ryan. He's believable as like the analyst who jogs or something like he could handle himself, but like he doesn't seem like he's an action hero.
I mean, John Krasinski, he's pretty believable. It's like an analyst. I mean, he's had some like military experience, but
yeah, I don't know. He's just still got like the I'm really jacked body, whereas like Harrison Ford looked like he still smoked 2 packs a day.
Oh, and he goes jogging to counterbalance it.
Anyway, I watched a Jonas Brothers documentary this weekend.
Makes sense.
And it was kind of interesting. It was a crappy documentary. It wasn't well made, but it was kind of interesting because I like finding out more about like groups of people who are like publicly ostracized, who are like the butt of the joke. So I like watching it and like figuring out their story and like why they feel that they were made fun of or whatever, or why they became a punchline.
Their side of the story.
So I was watching it and I felt really bad for the least famous Jonas because he said every day of his life he gets asked whether he's Nick or Joe, like one of his brothers, and he's the oldest too.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I should really learn your name.
What was his name?
I think it's Kevin.
I've never heard that name.
Yeah. So that sucks because it's even more so because there's a 4th Jonas brother who is not a part of the band.
Makes sense.
But like, I'm sure he does not have to deal with that at all. Like, I'm sure it's like, oh, Jonas, like the Jonas Brothers. But like, he was actually in the band, right? And so he actually had his face out there. And so people would be like, wait a second, I recognize you. Are you Nick Jonas? Are you your younger, more talented brother?
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah. Also, I found out I have never heard a Jonas Brothers song before.
Really? You didn't recognize any of them?
No. And some of it wasn't bad.
I mean, they're a hit for a reason, right?
Yeah.
They're obviously have some. Even like, I don't know. Trying to think of like some pop star who's in that similar position, but like they all have like they're famous for a reason. They obviously have some kind of talent.
The Biebs. Justin Bieber.
I thought you meant like the Beatles. I was like, what?
You know, the Beatles. They were famous for a reason, I'm sure. I'm sure they had some good songs.
Something they liked. Yeah, Justin Bieber's one. I mean, it's got some good ones right now too.
Sure.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so it was interesting from that point of view, but the documentary was just kind of weirdly structured. Yeah. But anyway, should we get into the topic, Victor? That's all the news I got.
All right, Josh. So, topic of the week. We watched one of my childhood movies.
That's right, we did.
Drunken Master II.
Drunken Master II. So this is a Jackie Chan movie?
Yeah, this is one of his more well-known films.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Drunken Master II, because Drunken Master 1 came out in like the 70s, I think.
Yeah, 78.
Yeah, my parents never had that, so I assumed the one I watched was always the first one.
Even though it says Drunken Master 2 at the beginning?
Well, it was a VHS, and the cover was like, it was pretty rough.
In Cantonese as well. It was Canto, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So you never watched the first Drunken Master?
Yeah.
Still haven't?
Still haven't. I might watch it now because you found a copy of it.
Yeah, I did. Because I don't know what you were thinking, but you can't just expect me to jump into Drunken Master 2 having not seen Drunken Master 1. So I watched both this week.
So wait, as someone who's seen the first one, how was it compared to the second one?
You can definitely feel that they're made in two completely different eras of filmmaking. The first one, I haven't seen a lot of Chinese cinema, especially like from the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
But like it definitely felt like the old kung fu type movies. And then this one felt a little bit more modern as far as action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit more closer to Rush Hour.
Because I think this was one of the, I could be completely wrong. I might be thinking of a completely different movie, but I think this is like one of the first few sets of movies that Jackie Chan did all the directing for in terms of like cinematography and choreography for the fights.
Yeah, I was reading about it. This one, there was another director for most of the movie, and then he got into fights with Jackie Chan over how he was directing, and so he ended up just quitting, and Jackie Chan took over.
He has a very specific style that he likes to shoot when it comes to like fight choreography. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because I don't know, comparing like seeing this and then seeing his later movies, like you can definitely tell like they're very similar in terms of style.
Mm-hmm. But as far as the first one, it was a little bit more of a slog to get through just because it's like from the 70s. So just the pacing is a little bit different and stuff. And the sound design on it was terrible.
Yeah, they're very bad. Like the sound effects, they sound very flat.
Well, I think it was every block was just someone beating a drum. So it was like, so it would be like boom, 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 boom. So it's not even, it doesn't even really sound like they're making contact. And like, but they had like the, as they're like moving their hands. And then I'm trying to think of what the hits sounded like, but it kind of sounded like a stick hitting something instead of
it's a very like snappy sound. I don't know, like almost like a stick hitting some meat.
Not even meat. Like I'm picturing like a bamboo stick hitting.
It's like a whack sound.
Yeah, like I don't know, reeds or something like that.
Interesting.
But and then they were all dubbed over as well.
Oh, it was dubbed?
It was like there was English subtitles, but the Canto was also dubbed. Like because I was listening to it, I was like, that doesn't sound like Jackie Chan at all. And it wasn't quite matching up with their mouths either. But it was kind of cool though, because they went through the Drunken Master style and like they had 7 different types in the style.
Yeah.
And they really did a good job of showing you which different ones were, so that when we got to Drunken Master 2, I could actually recognize some of them.
Oh, really?
While I was watching it.
I wish I knew that.
Yeah. So it was just like, oh, that's the flute player one, and like that's the lady one, and whatever. And
I guess they showcased that a little bit in the second one, but we can get to that.
And then the also like the continuity is just completely wrong. Like when we get, we can talk about when we talk about the second one, but like just as far as like, yeah, they just drop things. But I mean, why wouldn't you? Though it's 20 years later.
Yeah, it's a bit of a time jump. How young do you think Jackie Chan was
in the first one?
Yeah,
I want to say early 20s. Okay, wait. Actually, I think he was born the same year as my parents. So 1978, he would have been like 24, 25.
Jackie Chan age.
So he was born in 55?
54.
54. I only know this because I was looking him up yesterday.
What was it kind of 1978?
1978.
Minus 54. He'd been 24. So 1995 minus 19. He was in 40 in Drunken Master too.
Yeah, he's playing like a 22-year-old.
I knew something was off.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get into Drunken Master 2.
So this movie, I think I've watched, I would say, a minimum of 50 times.
Yeah. Like your go-to as a kid?
Yeah. Just even if it was just like I wanted something on in the background when I was just kicking around the house, I'd put down because it was always in the VHS player. It was between that and Land Before Time. I don't know why the difference, but those are my go-to.
They're basically the same movie.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it.
So that was always on. No matter what I was doing, I would always sit and watch the last fight.
Oh yeah, that's
scene.
a pretty cool fight.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic. But yeah, we watched it so much that the initial, I'd say 15 minutes of that VHS tape would just be like you couldn't see it because it was so fuzzy because it was so worn out.
Yeah, that's back in the day, kids. When you had a VHS and you watched it a lot, you would ruin the tape. That's cool. So yeah, this is the first time I'd ever seen it. I'd seen clips of it. The first initial fight where he gets drunk. I actually studied that in acting for animation.
Oh, cool.
Not like extensively. It was just they showed it in class one day. But yeah, do you want to run down the plot real quick?
Yeah. So, crap. What's his name?
Fei Hung.
Fei Hung. Yeah, Fei Hung. I'm just gonna call him Jackie just to make it easier. So Jackie plays Fei Hung. At the beginning of the movie, they're traveling by train. They went to a different town to grab medicine because his dad owns he's a practitioner.
Yeah.
Of sorts.
By the way, first continuity error. His dad was the master of a kung fu studio in the first one.
I guess it's both now. I don't know. Maybe he's retired.
He was also like 20 years older. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
In the process of bringing back some medicine to avoid taxes, Jackie stows away the box of medicine in someone else's like luggage, and the luggage gets mixed up. He ends up grabbing like some jade statue.
Yeah.
That's wrapped up in the same yellow packaging as the medicine.
Yeah.
And then from that, the Americans or the foreigners are trying to get it back, and they trace Jackie back to his dad's practice.
Sure.
I'm not explaining this plot very well.
I'm following. I saw it. Yeah, so it's the British consulate.
Yeah.
Who's stealing jade. So basically their whole evil plot is they're selling ancient Chinese artifacts. They're shipping them out of China to sell them to other countries. And China's not cool with that because it's China's artifacts.
That's their history.
Yeah. And so
keep it in the family, man.
Fei Hung.
Country. Keep it in the country.
Fei Hung gets all wrapped up in it and he finds out about it and he's like, no, they shouldn't do that. So they fight. But little do they know he's a drunken master.
The master of the Drunken Master style.
He is also that.
This ain't his first rodeo.
Yeah.
What'd you think about the movie overall?
It was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't terrible by any stretch of the imagination. It wasn't fantastic. It was, I would say it's closer to being fantastic than terrible. It's like definitely not middle of the road or anything like that. But I imagine if I had saw this around the time it came out, it would probably blow my mind a little bit. But There's just been so much stuff has come out since then that it has improved on it that it didn't blow my mind or anything. But I like it. I always love watching Jackie Chan fight scenes. Like the guy, just like we were talking about with the Beatles, they're famous for a reason. Like he's a fantastic stunt coordinator and stunt artist who just understands character through body movement and
he knows what looks good and
how to shoot it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many like interviews with Jackie Chan, like how his fight choreography and filming compares to like your typical like American action movies.
Yeah.
And like he always shoots everything wide as opposed to like having quick close-up shots with actors that can't fight. So that's kind of how they hide it. Whereas
and the shaky cam and yeah. So you can see everything. You can see like all the players for the most part. You can see the geography of the room of where things are. And he does this thing a lot, which always makes the best fight scenes is he's doing something else in the fight and he's not just fighting.
Yeah.
Like, so either he's trying to get away or in this particular one, he's trying to drink while these guys are coming after him. I just love those scenes because like that is infinitely more interesting than just him being like, oh, let's fight. And
there's always another like task for him or another motive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I've never like thought about it that way, but yes, for sure. Because it adds like another level of dynamic to it, and it gives you something else to think about while you're watching them fight. It's like, okay, well, how is he going to get out of this one to get to that place, or how is he going to do this while fighting?
Like I think it's like almost every fight scene that he's in. Like even the first one with Mr. Fu, I think the thief from the train.
Yeah,
like he's trying to stop him from leaving, like while they're fighting, and like, which I guess is kind of a basic one, but anyway, I don't know. I'm kind of just repeating myself, but yeah, I love it when he has something else to do in a fight, and it's not just fighting.
And like how he uses the environment to fight, because it's like at one point he was using like benches like from like a table to fight, and like I don't know, it's just like obviously it's exaggerated because he's just swinging around, people are getting hit and they're just flying back, but like I don't know, it's fun. It's fun seeing him like make use of the environment, like using tables to fight, because like you don't really see that in a lot of action movies.
Well, yeah, and he's like Jason Bourne on steroids.
Yeah, like a very goofy version.
Well, and it really like speaks true to that. Like you always hear it in ninja movies where it's just like your sword isn't the weapon, you are the weapon, or whatever. Like you can use whatever. Like a true master can use anything as a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Jackie Chan can use the chair you're sitting on as a weapon. He's pretty great.
Yeah.
I like him. And he's pretty goofy throughout the movie.
Yeah, he mixes comedy in with his fighting, which is very fun. Especially when he's like showing off the different styles of drunken master fighting.
Yeah, there is one that's based off of a woman.
Yeah.
So he does like the
little hand gestures.
Yeah. And
he kind of talks in that like little squeaky voice too.
A little bit, yeah. So what did you think outside of the fighting? How did you like Fei Hung?
I really liked him. Up until you mentioned it, I was like, yeah, he seems a little older than like what he's supposed to be playing.
He's like 40 playing 20.
But like, I forgot how bad the acting was in this. Not like, it's very like, I'm just going to say bad.
Is it like over the top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over the top goofy, especially like his stepmom.
Yeah. I loved her though. I love the line where someone steals the handbag with a necklace in it.
Yeah.
And the girl's just like, thief. And she's like, no, you have to say it like this. Thief.
She does a little weird dance.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the stepmom in it. Was she pregnant? The entire time I thought she was just lying.
I'm pretty sure she was lying the entire time.
It's going to be an awkward 9 months.
Yeah, probably figured that out before then, but
yeah. The other continuity, he did not have a mom in the first one. I guess she was his stepmom.
Yeah.
But they make it seem like she's been around since he was a little boy. He was like 20 in the first one. Because there's at one point where she is fighting with Jackie's actual dad.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's your fault. You were too hard on him. And he's just like, and and you gave him all his witticism or whatever, like implying that she's been around for so long that she helped him develop.
Part of his childhood.
Yeah.
The English speakers, like the white guys in this movie, they spoke Cantonese, but like even as a kid, like my Cantonese isn't fantastic. It's pretty, and now it's even worse because I never use it. But like hearing those guys speak Cantonese, it's like it sounds really bad.
Is it like I'm speaking English?
Yes,
I
actually,
is English.
No, I think the grammar's good, but it's just like it's very like monotone almost.
Okay.
Like,
well, they can't act in it because they probably just learned the lines phonetically, maybe.
But
I mean, but they're in a movie. They're in a Chinese movie. You'd think they'd know the language.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that stood out to me. But like I don't know, like I like that they made them speak the lines in Cantonese.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, those parts stood out.
It's because I got so used to everyone speaking Cantonese. There's a few lines where like British soldiers say something in English that it like threw me off. Where it's like, whoa, what happened? I didn't have to read that one.
I thought it was funny that like as Jackie's fighting and he's drinking wine and whatever alcohol he's drinking,
yeah,
he's drunk within like seconds of drinking it.
To be fair, he's drinking like half a bottle. And he's not really drinking it either. And I was like, because I was thinking about it from a movie making standpoint. I was just like, because he just breaks open a bottle and just pours it over his open mouth.
Yeah.
And it mostly just gets all down his shirt and stuff. And I was thinking about it and I was like, I guess it's because like you can't really expect Jackie Chan to drink a bunch of water every take. I guess it's just easier for him to like open his mouth and not swallow and let everything just drain down his face. It's more
about the action of it, not necessarily like the visual. I don't know. Or the visual, but not about the action. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. Do you like the dad?
Yeah, I liked him. He was a little goofy. I mean, he's like the serious anchor to this, but like he had some like fun moments.
Yeah.
With the stepmom actually, but.
And there is another continuity thing. Fei Hung in the first one, he was actually like very much like this is the same character. Was he's very arrogant and cocky.
Yeah.
And so his dad sends him to his uncle Beggar So to learn the drunken master techniques.
Yeah.
And then in this one, he's like, don't you dare use the drunken master technique.
He's very against him using it because like, I don't want you getting addicted to alcohol and becoming an alcoholic.
Yeah.
So don't do it.
To his point, at the end, he drinks industrial alcohol and ruins his brain.
I mean, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah. Did you want to talk about that final fight?
Yeah. So the final fight takes place in a steel factory, it looks like.
Yeah, I think they're making rebar.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of different like places because they're fighting on like wooden platforms in offices and they get down to like the workers area with all the coals and stuff. If you guys haven't seen this fight and you don't care about the spoilers and stuff, you can find this entire fight on YouTube. It's a pretty fantastic watch.
Honestly, like there's no real surprises in the story either.
No. But I'd say it's probably one of his best fights.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just because like I think the fighting style, the Drunken Master fighting style is very like interesting to watch, but then there's also a lot of like stuff going on that he incorporates later on in his other movies, like fighting multiple people, like running away, but still fighting at the same time and like just changing terrain as he's fighting.
Yeah. I liked the bit where the guy kept throwing on fire alcohol at him and he had to keep putting himself out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's like a lot of different like obstacles he has to like overcome throughout the fight. And it makes it really interesting in that sense.
I liked the bit too where he starts drinking the industrial alcohol and then he gets real drunk and then they run at each other.
Yeah.
And then like he scares the other guy and just like keeps charging him.
But like arms down, just chest out.
Yeah, like I'm gonna run you over. I love that bit. I was reading, there's a part in it where he's kicked onto a bed of coals and he like that I think that was the only time they did it in slow motion, but like he like jumped off of it, like he crawled backwards off of the coals. Yeah. Apparently Jackie Chan did that twice.
Was that his real hands, no protection or anything?
Well, I think he had the gel on, but he would have been, still would have been.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
I guess, that was one thing, like he used, like there wasn't ever like fake stuff. I mean.
No, like you couldn't, right?
Yeah.
This was 1994.
Crazy.
I mean, I'm sure there was wires that were painted out, like because there's some hits that are just like, there's no way you could have just jumped and did that
No,
and reacted into that
but
fall.
like the stunts are real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like him
Yeah.
jumping off the first floor on down to the second, like you see him
absolutely.
jump and you see him land.
But I'm talking about like the part where he kicks the guy and he like does a flip into the wall.
Oh yeah.
Like that's a wire.
Mm-hmm. No, he's just got a really powerful kick.
Yeah. Let's talk about Fei Hung again, because because in the first one, he was arrogant and cocky, but he never really learned anything. Like he learned the Drunken Master technique.
Yeah.
But he was still the same cocky kid that he was at the end.
Yeah.
And he never was really humbled. I liked in this one that he got humbled.
Oh yeah, so he got like crazy drunk in one of the street fights with the purse, and he got so drunk he started fighting off his dad. Yeah, it kind of got out of control, and then he like basically kicked him out, and he went and got drunk and got pretty much destroyed by the British guys when they found him.
Yeah, and then they hung him up from the town post all naked.
Yeah, it's a good humbling moment.
And I just like there was a little bit of acting too, like when the next scene, like when Jackie goes to confront his father about it, like tears in his eyes and like
I forgot about that scene.
Yeah, I really liked it. And then what's his face shows up, Mr. Fu.
Sure.
And then they have that crazy fight in the tea house.
Oh, with the Axe Gang.
Yeah, that was nuts. I loved that fight.
I forgot about that fight.
Like it is like Kill Bill Crazy 88 levels. Like there are so many guys with axes.
They just pour in.
Yeah. And it's just two guys fighting them. And because it's Jackie Chan, it feels real. Like, you know what I mean? Like the bride in Kill Bill, it kind of feels like she's on easy mode in a video game, you know what I mean? But this one, like you actually feel the struggle of the fight, I guess. Like you're just seeing, just based on the other fights, like seeing him, okay, he can take 4 guys kind of easily. There's like 80 guys here. Like you are screwed. Like, how are you going to get out of this?
Yeah, this fight takes place on like a 2-story tea house, I want to say.
Yeah, they were eating lunch or something there.
Yeah, it was really cool because like you first see them in that shop, and then it's like a close up of them talking, and then like they look around and the entire place is just like emptied out.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, and then the guys just start pouring in. At one point, Mr. Fu, he gives Jackie this like bamboo stick that's frayed at the end. And he like wraps it up, I guess, because it's like being hit with a bunch of sticks. Like it's sharp too.
Yeah.
But then he gets Jackie to like take off his shirt, and like he pours a bunch of like, what is it, oil
on him?
I guess so they can't grab him.
Yeah, I think I've heard that before. Like that's why boxers oil up before a fight too. It's not just so they look good in the light. It's so that like hits kind of glance off them a little bit more instead of
Gotcha.
You know, there's less friction.
Because I was thinking, I don't think I ever understood that as a kid, but that makes sense. And wicked time to show off Jackie Chan.
Yeah. Guy's nuts.
No, it was just his upper body.
They did my favorite thing in Jackie Chan movies. They show the bloopers at the end of all the times he messed up. Except for like this time I was watching it. Maybe it's because I'm older and I understand pain, but I'm just like, oh, that really looks like he broke his ribs there.
And they showed like they show like quite a few. And it because like you see him do it in the movie and it's like, oh yeah, that's cool. But then like you see the hard work that goes into like, and you really appreciate the work.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't remember what movie he was, but like he was in, but like he was talking about one stunt he did. He said like it took like 120 takes to get right.
But
it wasn't even like a big stunt like jumping off like a 2nd-story building onto like a pole, off onto a wall, and then down onto like a car. It wasn't anything like crazy like that, but like
you just come up with that off the top of your head?
No, it's one of the other ones.
Different police story?
Yeah.
Okay. That's another one I want to watch someday.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, I think that stunt was literally just like him throwing something and then catching it back.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what movie that was. Well, doesn't matter. I'm sure I'll remember it later when it's irrelevant.
Yep. Yeah, I don't really have much to say more about this. It's like you can only talk about stunt choreography for so long.
Because I feel like that's kind of majority of this movie because the story bits in between, the character development, it's fine.
It's there. That's what I
Yeah.
appreciate because it wasn't there in the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a lot of like, we need to go get wine. And then he's just like, oh, I bumped into you. Let's fight.
This feels like a demo reel for like his stunt crew, for everyone involved. In a sense, kind of. I don't know.
I think it's more of a movie than that, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't disagree, but
it's kind of like John Wick 3 a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe more like that. Like the action to not action is...
Which I literally said it felt like a stuntman demo reel. Yeah, I would agree with that.
You were at the beginning of the movie when they're on the train and this general's son saves him from getting inspected.
Yeah,
further.
What was that about? That never came back.
That actor is another famous actor. He's more like a drama actor.
Okay.
He's got a bunch of other movies. I think he's in a lot of movies with Stephen Chow.
Oh, the American Hustle guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought maybe that was just like a cameo because like, yeah, you don't see him again.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah. He doesn't play.
I totally forgot about that.
I mean, he plays one part, but like he shows up in a few scenes like when they're on the train, but like it almost feels like, hey, you remember this guy? You know this guy. Yeah, he's in this movie.
So it'd be like the extent of like Brad Pitt showing up in your movie?
Yeah.
Or like, Matt Damon cameo, that's more likely.
Or like Ryan Reynolds showing up in your Hobbs and Shaw movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really have much more to say about Drunken Master. I really liked it. I'm glad I watched it. I don't know if I'll like revisit it anytime soon.
Have you watched a lot of like those kind of style movies, those kung fu movies?
Honestly, just...
You watched a few Bruce Lee with me, right?
No, I've never watched a Bruce Lee movie. Except for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That wasn't him. The only Jackie Chan movies I had seen up to this point were like his American ones, like the Rush Hour movies and Shanghai Noon.
Rumble in the Bronx?
No, didn't see that one.
Ooh.
I saw the one with Jet Li. I really liked that one as a kid.
Didn't he play like a monk or something like that?
No, that was, I don't know what that one was. The one was Jet Li. He was jumping dimensions and killing himself in each dimension. And each time he did, he'd get more powerful. And so it was about like him narrowing it down till there's just one of him. And so every
like
time he got powerful, or every time he killed one, all the power would transfer to all the other Jet Lis. And so it was about him having to fight himself.
Oh, so it's not like he would just get infinitely stronger than like the other Jet Lis he was fighting. Like every other version of himself got stronger.
Yeah, but he knew how to harness it because he'd been doing it the longest.
Mm.
And so, it was, I really liked it. I have to rewatch it. I'm sure it's kind of crappy now that I think about it. Jason Statham's in it doing an American accent. It's not good. I remember that as a kid.
So wait, who was Jackie Chan playing in that?
Jackie Chan's not in it.
Oh, okay.
It was Jet Li. That's just
I see
like
what you're saying. Yeah.
The kung fu movies I've seen. I think I saw Ong Bak.
First one?
Yeah.
First one was really good.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think I really...
Did you ever watch The Raid?
Yes, I have seen The Raid. I saw The Raid 2 as well. The Raid is nuts.
Yes.
And I saw Old Boy, which I guess is not really a kung fu movie, but there is that like extended fight sequence through the middle of it. But yeah, I've seen some here and there, but not enough to really be like, I feel like I've seen mostly the good ones. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know why they're good.
Like you have a good impression of that genre already. They have a pretty good idea of what it's about.
I mean, I don't know how good Shanghai Noon is, but Jackie Chan's pretty fantastic in it. Like I still remember like when him fighting the Black Crow tribe or whatever.
I don't remember that movie very well.
I remember him spinning around because he had a long ponytail. I remember him using the ponytail in the fight.
Wait, is that the one with the giant robot spider?
No, that's Wild Wild West with Will Smith. Shanghai Noon had Owen Wilson in it.
Oh, there's some bad jokes in that.
Yeah.
Rough.
Yeah. Anyway. Drunken Master.
Yeah.
I liked it. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, glad you liked it. And if you haven't seen it, you should check it out and leave a comment. Let us know what you think, because one of my childhood favorites.
Feel free to crap all over it if you hated it.
Or that.
Just ruin Victor's life.
I know what I like. Well, thanks again for listening, guys. That's been a look into my childhood movie list. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, if you want to get in touch with us, you can email us at averageuninformed@gmail.com. Next week, we'll talk to you next week about something.
Yep.
Bye.